Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Melanie. I'm not gonna say when exactly I post because honestly, it's been very random. My schedule is supposed to be Wednesday, Fridays, but hopefully, this is put up on Friday. But it's kind of random. It's kind of random, guys. It's just be talking in general. Um, Hopefully, this is not too long and it's not too crazy. But if it is and you guys get annoyed, then sorry. It's been in a weird place. I don't know if it's the retrograde. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really let things like that affect me because, like, at the end of the day, like, it could be that. It could also just be me. like, um, So yeah, that's kind of the funk that I've been in. It's really annoying because it's like I'll wake up so productive, like ready to do work, and then like towards the middle end of the day, I'm like, F this, I'm going to bed. Um, or like I'll take a nap and I'll wake up and I would think I would be more energized, and instead I'm more tired. So that's kind of what's been going on. Like I said, it's so annoying, and I don't like coming in here and like making such like a weird video because it's not the most exciting video, but it's definitely what's been happening, and I know that it happens to a lot of people. Um, But anyways, we're gonna push that aside because I'm trying to be productive. I was going to be a productive potato today. However, I was like, you know what? I really want to get this workout, and I know I can do it, and I know that I just need to get out of my own way. I wanted to talk about today expectations and just being a freaking millennial Gen Z and like all the BS that comes with that. So, first, I want to say, like, it's so easy to get caught up with social media and even LinkedIn, like, looking at everyone who is younger than you, your age, or a couple of years older than you, doing really big things, making a lot of money, and you're feeling like either you're behind or you should be doing more or whatever. First, I'm definitely guilty of that, which is why I'm speaking on it. Sometimes I like look at people's resumes basically on LinkedIn, and I'm just like, do you guys even breathe half the time? Like, how the heck do you guys have like 3 jobs, 7 skills, 5 volunteer, all in the same year? Like, what the hell? It's just insane, but it's also really awesome that you know people can handle that workload. I know personally, um, I'm definitely on that Rowena boat of like being super productive and then crashing and burning out. I think that's what's been happening to me, but more micro level. And it's crazy because like in terms of work, I haven't really like to the extent that I know that I can do work, I haven't been to that extreme. So when I burn out, I'm just like, why are you burning out? And I think it's more of just my mindset again, like feeling like I have to be 5 years away when in reality I just have to be right now, like millennial and Gen Z kind of thing, where like we feel like we have to be at a certain level at a certain time at a certain place, and if we're not there, then we're like failing at life. There's also so many expectations that come with being a certain age and like having to say, oh, well, how much do you make a year? Or like, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have kids? Etc. Etc. Thankfully, I'm not in that bracket yet where like people are asking me about children and marriage, but I definitely know people that are engaged or married or do have children around my age or my age. I just can never see that for myself anytime soon. But for anyone that does it, kudos to you because I know how difficult it is to take care of a kid. And God, I have this really weird idea of productivity, and I just always feel like 5 minutes of being productive is not productive. um, but then I always read those things that's like doing a small thing every day leads to like bigger results, which is something I try to implement. But like, I don't know. It's crazy because I don't know, guys. My mind works so weird, and I'm like all over the place. Very annoying because a lot of the time it's me getting myself out of my way. Don't you just love that? I think the same thing goes with, and like you guys can definitely comment down below if this affects you also. Okay, so I am on my floor. I just wanted to kind of say some things before that I did not mention in the video. I was at a slightly low point, not really low point, I was very unsure of things. I feel much better now, but I do want to say that part of the reason why I think millennials in general and Gen Z feel so like weary and anxious and hyper aware all the time is because, especially if you live in America, that's definitely like such a huge factor. Um, you feel like you have to work really long hours and you have to be productive all the time, and if you're not, then you're failing. I'm definitely 100% like affected by that. I feel like when I'm not productive, I feel really guilty if I feel like I'm not doing enough or I'm not pushing enough. Um, that has been such a huge thing for me and such a thing I've been trying to work on is just being okay with being unproductive, and not even being unproductive, but just taking rest, taking time to relax, because that's where your creativity kind of comes back through, depending on how long you need to take. And I think that a lot of the time we put so much pressure on ourselves to be productive all the time that we burn out. And I'm most definitely a person who has burned out. And it sucks because it's like you don't want to always be in the cycle of like being really productive, burning out, being really productive, burning out, and trying to find that middle ground. I also do want to say that for anyone that wants to be an entrepreneur and is like super into being their own boss, I think it's an amazing thing to do, and I think striving for it is also amazing, but it's not an easy job. I know it's not an easy job, and I think that a lot of the time we, as a society, just in general, we feel like, oh, it's going to be easier than what we think it is. I don't think everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur because not everybody is willing to sacrifice and put the time and effort that it takes to get to that point. And I think that there is a lot of sacrifice that you do have to make for um, for a better, better job, better future, better income. Um, and not everyone is willing to do that. I think that also part of that is like, are you more comfortable working a 9 to 5, or are you more comfortable being your own boss? Not everybody, wants to be a millionaire. Not everyone wants to make all this money and be their own boss and lead all these people. So it's okay to not want to do that, but I think it's also okay to strive to be an entrepreneur, to strive to be your own boss, especially when a lot of the time these nine to fives are shitty jobs. Like, you will find good jobs, but even those that are good, they're not great. They're not satisfying because at the end of the day, you work for someone, like, and your salary kind of controls you, because if you're getting paid a lot of money from these companies, they're expecting you to be on call at all times, to be hyper aware of your emails, of any projects that are going through, tasks, etc. And it can be detrimental to your state because you just feel like you're always on the go, you're always turned on. That's especially true in New York. In New York, I think there's like this fascination with working and continuously working and never stopping. Um, and apparently, like, relaxation is not a thing. And yeah, I try to always stay away from that. Last point that I want to make is just that figuring things out at 20 is just, or in your 20s is a trial and error, and I think your whole life will probably be like that. So don't stress it too much. Like, really, just don't stress it too much. Um, the expectations of us like needing to know everything, like, or a point in our lives, or like having to feel extra guilty that you didn't pay your credit card, or you didn't pay your debt, or you didn't pay, etc. It's just so ridiculous, and I hope that you guys don't ever feel like that.